What's up, boys? Data782 here with episode 14 of Fixing the Franchise, here with the Anaheim Ducks at the 2023 NHL entry draft, coming off the end of year number 4, where for the second time in as many years we made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, where we fell to the Toronto Maple Leafs in a short and painful series, 5 games. It was a rocky road to the finals. It wasn't too bad in the first round, 6 games, pushing it a bit against Dallas. We bulldozed through the Oilers in 5, barely squeaked out a win against the Blues in 7, but then we lost to the Leafs in 5, who barely beat the Devils in 7, swept the Sabres, barely beat the Penguins in 7. So it was a weird playoffs. Elvis Merzlikins, of course, just had to do it for him. Going over comments from the last episode, Chris Chung says trade for Merzlikins. I wouldn't put it past myself to possibly look at that in the offseason. If Dostal's not good for backup, maybe Merzlikins becomes our backup. We trade for him. You can't beat him, join him. Trevor Mommeyer says definitely try and hold on to Quinton Byfield. Hard to find power forward centers. Have him higher up in the lineup so he grows faster. Definitely going to think of doing that. If I could put him third line center and then a lot of power play time, maybe something like that. If Shane Wright becomes the second line center, move Steele to the wing, trade Tippett maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Not going to deal with that yet though, but very true. And Michael Bruno Vaselli telling me wait to trade Lindholm at the trade deadline. Very fitting. I could see that happening. It'll really depend on free agency and this draft and how people grow over the off season. So going into the draft, we have the 3rd overall pick, thanks to the Winnipeg Jets. We're going to hop into it right away. Not a lot of picks, I don't think. We have 2 first-round picks. After that, we don't pick till the 4th round. So looking at the draft class, the Leafs won the Cup, and they have the 1st overall pick, and they had the Islanders pick, which won the lottery. Robbins and Gainey will likely go 1 and 2. If that's the case, then I'll definitely take Doug Bickell with the 3rd overall pick. And if not, then I'll probably take Gainey if Bickell goes 2, and I'll take Gainey at 3. So that's what it's looking like. After that, we'll think about who we're going to pick, but it's pretty clear for the first couple picks. Number 1 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, it is 80 overall, medium lead center, Zane Robbins, 18 years old, 6'1", 200-pound power forward out of, where was he from? He was from the Dell, was it? Something like that. One of those European leagues. 2nd overall pick to the Senators will be Gainey. It will be. Wow, 82 overall, medium elite power forward, 18 years old, 6'3", monster. 5-star shooting. Whee! 5-star shooting. My goodness, Quinton Gainey. Weesh. My goodness, now that is a nice player. But with our 3rd pick, hopefully just as good, if not better. Look at those goals. 56 goals in 67 games. Shades of Sheldon Crowder from Brooklyn, a monster from the U.S. system. He's 5'11". What's he going to be? Magic hands, pro release skating, similar to Teemu Selanne. Let's just get to it. From the U.S. development system, the Anaheim Ducks are proud to select Doug Bickell. He is 80 overall, medium elite sniper, right winger. Probably better than Owen Tippett already. 5-star shooting. That is what you love to see. Good, even good defensive stats, nice offensive awareness, good skating. Very happy with Doug Bickell. Crazy how the 2 teams that made it to the Cup Finals have 2 of the 3 first picks. That's a bit twisted. So our next pick is at number 13. So let's just sim a few more. We'll see where we're at. Number 4 here was Soli, who went 4th overall to the Minnesota Wild, medium elite center. Morales, medium top 4D, 78 overall. To the wings is Foy, Josh Foy, medium elite 2 sniper, also with 5-star shooting. It's crazy how these guys out of the draft all have 5-star shooting, like if they're a top prospect. Pretty crazy. Sharks get Holwig at medium top 6. The Flames get St. Louis. Bernard St. Louis, a classic. He's a sniper with 3-star shooting. Hate to see it. The Kings get Marchment, medium top 6. Now we're coming around where I would be picking. I want to see if there's anyone that I would trade up for. I don't think so. Bernard Potvin, no. Lou Von Fersen. He had good stats, because I wouldn't mind taking a defenseman. Jordan McInnes is good as well. Denisov might be good as well. Let's sim this pick. This pick is Potvin, okay. The Panthers are likely to take that defenseman at pick number 11. I wouldn't mind a nice defenseman in the system. Another one, just to make our prospects even better, because our forwards are pretty stacked. I know our forward core in San Diego isn't the best. It might be a bit impossible because they don't want to trade it. If I give you the 13th overall pick, I don't want to trade a lot of other picks, really. Any rookie skaters that you want? Brant Clark is 74 overall. Maybe if I throw in Drew and a couple of unsigned prospects, I think that's pretty fair. Trade rejected though, but it's not close. So the value is good, but they don't want it. So I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll throw in another unsigned rookie, but if that doesn't do it, then I'm just gonna go with my pick. Throw in Recchi, yeah, or even this guy Petrie, 50 overall. Trade rejected. I'm not very interested. Yeah, you know what? I can understand that, Florida. I understand that. No hard feelings. Who do they take at number 11? They take Denisov. Okay. He's a medium top 6 forward. Pavel Denisov, two-way forward. Medium top 6, 75 overall. Now the question is, will the Predators take Von Fersen, who is ranked at 11, or do they go and take a forward, Jordan McInnes, who's also ranked, my scouts have him at 12. Bell's also at 12, Dalton Bell. This is a tough one. Lou Von Fersen, 5'11", offensive defenseman, because our team is offensive, so I think our coach would like him. It shouldn't cost a lot to just move up from 12 to 13, but they don't want to trade the pick, which is unfortunate. You like Volkov? Great. I'll throw in Drew. Recchi. What do you say, Nashville? That's a pretty fair deal. Still, you're quite far off in value. Okay, we'll call it a day. We'll take our chances, and if he gets taken, he gets taken, and he does. Lou Von Fersen, medium top 4D, 76 overall. Offensive defenseman. Yeah, it's a nice player. But here we are, pick number 13. Who do we take? Do we take McInnes? Do we drop back for defenseman? He's not a defenseman until this guy, Colby Yoshimura. Then Archibald, Gostad, medium top 6s. I really want this goalie as well, Jameson DeVries, medium elite. You know what? I will make my pick at 13th overall. You know what, Bello? Jordan McInnes, is that the pick? Griffin Eberle had some good stats. Dalton Bell, I guess it's going to be a left winger either way, unless I reach for Noah Glennie, a playmaker. I have a lot of right wings. This guy's similar to Claude Giroux. He has good offensive creativity, playmaking ability, puck protection, 6'3". This guy's Griffin Eberle, similar to Guy Lafleur. NHL ETA 1 year. This guy's NHL ready, but I doubt he really is. WHL, OHL, both of them are going to be on their junior contracts anyways. Whatever, man. Let's trust the scouts. Welcome to Team Bello. 79 overall. Okay, he was NHL ready. Sheesh. Jordan McInnes, 79 overall. Medium top 6. 17 years old as well. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you very much. He has 3.5-star shooting, 3-star defense. All right, and how was that other guy? Eberle was 74 overall. Left wing playmaker with 4-star. And the guy, he's like Guy Lafleur, and he goes to the Canadiens. Makes sense. There you go. So I'm going to sim the rest of the round, and I'm not going to make any more trades in the first round. And let's see who else went over here. Dalton Bell was 77 overall, medium top 6. Glennie was 74 top 6. A lot of top 6s here. No one. Yoshimura was medium top 6D. That's Pitts. Gostad top 6D. That you hate to see. So now at the beginning of round number 2, 32nd overall, is where some possible elites come out here. Chubasov's low elite, DeVries medium elite, these guys possibly low elite. Jesus Vernaski, he's 3 years away though from the NHL at the age of 18. 50 penalty minutes, I don't know if I like that. What I want to do is trade for this goalie, bro. Jameson DeVries, out of the Belarusian, bro. Out of the Dell, Kolner High. But how do I trade for him? Do I trade for the first pick of the second round because they want to trade it? Or do I trade for the second pick because there's less value, but they don't want to trade it? That's the problem. So you know what? I'm going to try to trade for the 32nd overall pick. A little bit of a reach for this goaltender. Who can I trade you for him? Can I give you Ville Heinola? How would you like that? Ville Heinola. I think it's in my favor, actually. Ville Heinola. That little piggy who never grew. Look at Ryan Suter. 3 years left, 7.8. Rough. I'll take Pontus Aberg. Why not? His contract's about to expire. What do you say? Trade accepted. Seems like a sweet proposal. Okay, Bello. Get Ville Heinola off this team. Ville, you never worked out. I traded for you. You stayed at 77 for 3 years. And now I trade you for possibly the future of our team, Jameson DeVries. Welcome to Anaheim. Come on, Bello. 56 overall medium elite. I don't like the overall, but listen, he's 18 years old, and he's medium elite, and he's projected this high. He could be a big piece for this team going forward. I know the overall is not high, but he could be our future starter. But I know we have, Cameron McKinley in the system. I'm happy to have him. Looking at people I may want down the road before I sim to my next pick, which is in like the 4th round. George Legault, Ola Berglund. I wouldn't mind getting a nice defenseman in the system. Rudy Ho is low elite. Voloshenkov, Vyacheslav Voloshenkov's a gem. Our scouts had him maybe at 29. That could be a bit wild. But I don't know if I really want another centerman in the system. Lots of good defense down here around the pick 40 and stuff like that. Berglund's 3 years away and similar to Sergei Gonchar. That would be nice. Michael Marchenko here also has that top 4D potential. 3 years away, Nick Leddy he's similar to. How many years away is Berglund? He's also 3 years away. Manuel Bergevino could be medium elite. Adam Marco, 4 years away, like Zdeno Chara. Justin Siegel's a medium top 6 forward, and he's a gem, they say. It's tough to find, man. Alanko, they say, could be a gem. You know what? There's not a lot of good defensemen in this draft. I think I'm going to try and trade up for Ola Berglund here at pick 45. So this is pick 33. I'm going to see what I can do. So Nashville does want to trade their 2nd round pick here. So I'm going to see what I can do to get the 43rd overall pick from them so that I can pick Ola there. I'm going to see if I can trade Volkov and Delzato, 2 small prospects for the... No, they're not going to take them. This is tough because I don't have a lot of assets to move that are of the, kind of low value. Can I throw in a 6th with the 2 prospects? Still don't really... They're not very interested by it. I don't want to give up all my picks for next season either. Can I throw in a 5th? No. Okay, so that worked. Antti Sorella and Delzato, they say there's not too much to deliberate about. Okay, I hate when they say that, when they make it seem like that I'm eons away from making the deal work. But this guy, Logo, is low elite. I'm eons away from making the deal work, and then I add a little bit, and then they're saying they're going to go cheer in the streets. So with the 43rd overall pick, I will take Ola Berglund from the Frölunda Indians in the SHL. Welcome to Anaheim. He is 65 overall, medium top 4D. A 2-way defenseman, which I like to see as well. Some good players went over here, but now I'm just gonna have to keep simming. I think I don't have the assets to trade up anymore, so I'm gonna sim to pick 102, and we'll see who's available by then. I know that there's a lot of people that I would have missed out on, a lot of gems and all that, but I just can't do it. I can't start trading everybody and trading picks in the future for things that won't even happen. Yuri Vasyunov, possibly medium top 6. This guy McLeod, Jalen McLeod. I don't want to take another goalie, but he has the best potential. He has the best potential. What are you going to do? That's life. Jalen McLeod, medium elite, 49 overall. Bang. What are you going to do? Okay, pick 137. Let's get through it. This guy's guaranteed medium top 9 forward. Norm Mann. That's a cool name. This guy's possibly low top 6. This guy's possibly medium elite. Oh, good stats in the queue. Well, decent for the queue, I guess. 47 points. Norm Mann played in A+ league. 17 years old. Welcome, bro. Norm Mann. Medium top 9, 51 overall. That's what you like. Guaranteed potentials. 154th overall now. Looks like pretty much garbage. Sven Fast. They say he's a gem. Okay, I'll take this guy. They say he's a gem. Any other gems left in the draft? No, it's the last gem. Welcome, Sven. You are low elite, 48 overall. All right, that's cool. 182nd overall now. We're closing in on the end of the draft, just seeing who the last boys are. Me, look who it is. Marcus Jacobs, maybe low franchise, no chance, but let's see what he is. You can't not take a chance on someone who's low franchise with 2 bars. What are you, Bello? Low elite. Okay, I'll take it. Not a bad draft. Now at pick 185. I'll take you, the other guy I was thinking of, Tommy Jaskalainen, who is possibly low elite. What are you, Bello? You are low top 6, okay. And now with the second to last pick in the draft and our last pick at 216th overall, that guy's guaranteed medium 7th D, which isn't bad. 2 bars low elite, nah. This guy's 2 bars medium top 6, Gavin Hoffman. No points in 34 games and 28 penalty minutes, a bit pits. This guy's almost guaranteed medium low top 6. You know what, I'm going to go for him. Russell Gardner. 18 points in like 51 games. He is medium bottom 6 enforcer. Yikes. And the last guy was a low bottom 6 forward. So a pretty good draft. Got some good picks. Not upset with it. I know we missed out on a lot of people, but that's life. What are you going to do? Now, sim the resign phase. They're going to tell me about the coaches, right? Yeah, so my NHL associate coach, his contract ran out. So Saul Allen, I wish I could see what his team fit is. I mean, he's been doing well on this team. Coaching staff morale is not that great. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to let him walk to free agency. And then if he's the best option, then I'll just re-sign him, but I'll let him walk. And I also need to sign a AHL goalie coach, so I'll keep note of that. For my scouts, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to re-sign my best scouts, but I'm going to hire, I think, just 1 or 2 pro scouts, because I was reading on the subreddit of the NHL franchise mode that when you want to look at if someone is a good fit in the lineup, I know Fog of War is off, but to see if someone fits your coach's lineup scheme, it's good to have a pro scout who does that. So I'm going to hire a couple NHL pro scouts. In my scouts over here, I'm going to re-sign the best ones. I think there's only 3 of them that need to be re-signed. Okay, so I sent out contracts to those guys. I fired a couple, so that opens up 2 spots for signing those guys once July 1st comes around. So now going to the contracts, we need to figure out what we're going to do. We have $23 million of cap space, so not an issue, but we've got to look towards the future. Olofsson, what a contract for Olofsson. How much longer is he on that? A couple more seasons. Expiring deals. Okay, here we go. Antoine Morin, Calder Trophy winner, 86 overall. He would play first line next season probably. He is a monster. He's a playmaker. He has coach satisfaction very high. What does he want? 8.5. What? I guess the computer thinks he's going to be a monster, but Antoine Morin, that's wild money. He does want the extension, so sheesh. Do I really want to commit to him being a huge fixture on this team going forward for so many years? I don't know. Brendan Gooley as well. I don't even know if there's room for Brendan Gooley. Jakob Larsson. I don't even know if there's room for Jakob Larsson. So you know what? I'm going to qualify these 2 guys right away. We're going to see what's going to happen with them once July 1st hits. Pontus Aberg, coach satisfaction is very high, but I'm not going to offer him a one-way deal. Pontus gone. Alex Steen gone. Di Giuseppe, how'd he do in the minors? I had an okay year. If I need him, I'll find him again. Same with Luff. I'll find all these guys again if I need them. DeLeo, he's been here for a long time. I'll sign him up. A good Anaheim boy. Nick Delorier, he holds a spell over me. Can't say no to Nick Delorier. Studenik had a great season. He led our team in scoring. Reed Duke always plays well with us as well. Sideroff, yes. Boudreau, gonna let him go. Brant Clark, finally can sign him to his entry-level deal. This guy I'm gonna let go. AHL top 6. Low top 9. Yeah, I could sign a low top 9. Why not? You never know what could happen. Medium bottom 6. Low top 6D. Tommy Yasu, huh? Tommy Yasu. Isn't that the name of the guy from Hi Mock, The Room? Medium 7th D, 20 years old. I'm going to let him go. Oh, hi, Mock. Low 6th Ds. Yeah, I could sign Jarmelson. Yeah, okay. I'll get back to them after a little bit. Mrazek, I'm probably going to let him go. Dostal, he's ready to get a jump to the NHL, I think. Doesn't want a lot of money. Could I give him a couple years? Would he take a couple years at 0.75? That would be twisted. What does Mrazek want, that piece of junk? You want 3 point... Get out of here. You let me down, bro. You let me down big time. Okay, so the scouts accept all this stuff. Okay, good. Delorier. There's too many players at my position on your depth chart. That's true, huh? I guess he's... But where else is he going to play? He's going to stay in free agency if I don't sign him. Studenik, Duke, DeLeo, Sideroff, Jarmelson, Clark, Dostal, Yarventi all sign. That's great. 39 contracts, 23.5 million still. All expiring here. Okay, so now it comes down to the big boy, Antoine Morin. Do I qualify him and just take the recompense, like what they're going to pay me for him? Because look, I have Shane Wright. I have Sam Steele could be first line center still. I could keep him at center, 81 faceoffs, he's a centerman. Shane Wright can be my second line center. Quinton Byfield can be my third line center, and there you go. Or I put Steele on the wing, and Antoine Morin becomes my first line center, or vice versa. I don't know, it really depends on the line combos as well. Antoine Morin, you know what? I'm going to qualify him simply because I'm hoping that he's going to want less money, because that's a lot of money. But if someone offers me an offer sheet, then I might have to just match it. So I'm gonna roll the dice on that. Nick Deslauriers doesn't want to resign. I guess, you know what, Nick Deslauriers, I got you a cup. I love you, Bello. I'm gonna have to let you go. Robbins, medium top 6 forward. Tristan Robbins, medium bottom 6 forward. That is 59 points in WHL last year. Why not, bro? You fought hard. Tommy Yasu, Bit Pitts, 12 points last year in the Liga. He was a 7th round pick, low top 6. You know what? Trade value. These guys, I'm a sucker for all these guys. I think that's everybody. And let's see, unsigned. Am I going to sign anyone who's unsigned? Bickle, yes, I will sign Bickle right away to his entry-level deal because he'll be playing in the NHL or the AHL. McInnes is the question because he's going to stay in the OHL with Sarnia unless I play him in the NHL. So we'll see come the beginning of the season. But with that all done, now I can advance to July 1st. We can look at the coaches, look at the scouts, and check free agency. Bickle, Yasu, Robbins, all say yes. All right, boys, July 1st. Let's go hire coaches. Saul Allen was let go, but we're going to see who has the best fit. Saul Allen, what was his team fit? It was 55%. It could be better than that. So let's go. I'm looking at associate coaches. None of these guys will want to be associate coaches. So associate coach, NHL. Who has a good team fit? 55. 67 right off the bat. 67, 67, okay. 67 is the front runner. Another 67, Mark Coyle. We have 3 67s. 4 67s here. Michel Trudeau. Another 67, Ryder Whitmore. And that's it for coaches, associate coaches. So I prefer to get someone who's B if I could. So it would be between Mink and Cutler, I think. Between Mink and Cutler. So Cutler is defensive, so is Mink. They both don't really like Shane Wright. They both have the exact same roster fit. That just this guy used to be a head coach, and this guy has never been a head coach. Not much of a difference. See, I don't know if I know the team fit's there, but I don't know if I want someone who's defensive. I'd rather have someone maybe who's more balanced or forwards, a generalist like Viveros here, but he's 55. Where are the 67s again? So this guy is defensive as well. Is it just because our team's defensive? Why do they all hate Shane Wright? Trudeau also doesn't like Shane Wright, and he is also defensive. These guys are balanced. Maybe a 63 would be better. Someone who's balanced and who likes the team a bit more, instead of loves some guys and hates other guys. So let's go through it again. Ouellette loves a couple guys. He loves Fowler, Slavin, and Jones. He's offensive, but he doesn't like Lindstrom, who's my best offensive player pretty much, so it doesn't make sense. Lassie Unilla, offensive, no. Mark Coyle, no. Eddie Mester might be a good guy. He's balanced, likes everybody a pretty good amount. Jalen West as well. Jalen West, West likes Wright a little less, and he likes Steele a little less, but he likes other people more, like Lindstrom and Helmerson. Whitmore is defensive. Because I just don't know. I don't want anyone defensive, I don't think. So it comes down to Eddie or Jalen here. This guy's A+ in the power play. What about teaching? C. Yeah, I think it's going to go to Eddie. Coach influence, but his coach influence is an A. I don't know. Let's go with Eddie. I don't know who, what, where, when, how this all works really that much. If you have a comment, please let me know. But for now, I'm going to go with Eddie. Offer him a contract, and hopefully he wants to sign it. And then I need an AHL goalie coach. So if I go look at AHL assistant coaches, they're all rated D. Associate coaches, does it show a team fit, or is there only like a few guys on the team? Let's see someone. This guy's 44%. Stefan Ulbricht. Sure, let's go with him. Why not? Make him the AHL goalie coach. There you go, bro. $800K to be a goalie coach in San Diego. Now we look at scouts. I want to see, let's see, NHL scouts. I need a good NHL scout. I should get a couple of B, I guess. I could get both these guys who are both rated B. If this doesn't work out, then I'm just going to fire them and go back to hiring all AHL coaches. All junior scouts. This guy's best for NHL Atlantic. This guy's best for NHL Central and Metropolitan. This guy's for Central. But let's go with Bailey and Adams. Why not? Give him some cash. Okay, so wait to see what people have to say about that. Trade block, whatever. Contract limit warning, yes, thank you. Okay, so now we look at what do we need before we go and look into free agency. So in goal, we have Gibson and Dostal, likely to be the tandem. I might trade for Lincolns, who knows. On defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, in the system, I have both these guys RFA'd. So this is the question right now. And then in the minors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of defense in the minors. I should probably trade Drew and Hill. Or at least Drew. But this is the question. What do I do with Larson and Gooley? What do I do with them? Because I could bring one of them up. I could sign one of them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus Gooley or Larson. And then one of them stays scratched and I trade Person maybe? Or do I want to upgrade a little bit? I don't know. We'll see in free agency. Right wing, let's actually go to all forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right there. Bickle makes the team, and then Prickreal would not, Pacioretty would not. This makes sense, but let's look a bit deeper. So let's say, and then I can't forget Morand as well. So let's say we have Morand signed. Morand is 1, Steele is 2, Right is 3, Byfield is 4. Left wings, 1, 2, 3 right here. I can't play this guy. I can't not play Helmerson in the top 6 though. Right wing, Olofsson, Lindstrom, Tippett wouldn't make it. Armia would up to an 81 now. He's listed as a third line checking forward. That's the problem. My top 6 would be Morand and then Olofsson, then Raquel, Comtois, Helmerson, Steele, Lindstrom. That's my top 6 right there. Wright is relegated to the third line. That is the problem. A lot of talent on this team. Owen Tippett finds himself as the odd man out, perhaps. And Byfield as well. I don't know. So I'd be open to trading Tippett. Let's see what free agency tells us. Who is a free agent? Right away, let's go to UFA. Okay, Dylan Larkin, David Pastrnak, wow, Shane Gostisbehere, and then it drops off a little bit, but wow. Ilya Kovalchuk's here, big name, got JT Miller, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Rupe Hintz. Who are the RFAs? We have DeBrincat is here, Antoine Morand wants 8.6, which is just too much. Josh Mahura is an RFA. Goalies, who's here? Marachik's up here. Demko, there he is. Maratsik, he wants 3.875. Meanwhile, Jerry wants 1.025. What a piece of junk, bro. And then Allmark's even here, too. All the pigs. Lincolns is a free agent. Oh, my goodness. Whoever signs him is going to be flying. He wins them the Stanley Cup. And he can't even get a contract with Toronto. Maybe I could use a better backup. Tristan Jarry at that price is insane. So maybe, you know what, just for fun, I'm going to offer a contract to Tristan Jarry. 2 years at 1.350. And if he accepts it, that's awesome. And we'll see what happens. But I'm just going to reach out with a contract because I have a ton of cap space. But now look at this, David Pastrnak. Imagine signing him for the first line or something. 81 points last season. What's he listed as? Sniper. He'd fit in the top 6 forward lines, the Pro Scout says. JT Miller would fit on Pony Kill lines. Bjorkstrand fits on forward lines, so he would do well in this team. Power play, Pony Kill. But he's not really a sniper. Lists him as a sniper. The last 3 years, what has he done? Never even hit 20 goals. Last 4 seasons, so he's not really a sniper. I don't trust that. Rupe Hintz would be interesting. He's a two-way forward. He'd fit on the first line and Pony Kill. Oh man, I'm really torn here. Do I let Morand walk after that crazy season? Take what the contract offer sheet would give me and sign David Pastrnak? He's 92 overall. He'd be a huge name. I have the cap space. He's a monster. 5-star shooting. 6 years at 10.9. Can I commit to giving this much money for this long? Maybe not. But for right now, I think I can. 6 years, 11.25. David, if you want it, it's yours. Call me in the morning. Think about it. Let's do a little powwow. Get back to me, okay? Get back to me. Let's go a few days. Bailey accepts. Welcome to the franchise. No, not going to trade a first for Dadonov. Call me in the morning. Look forward to making it. Thank you, Eddie. And this guy signs as well. Okay, great. David, what do you say? Tristan and David, what do you say? What do you say? Tristan Jarry, okay. He's welcomed. What does David Pastrnak say? Let's go, David. Come on. Come to Anaheim. We almost won the cup last year. We won it the year before. Welcome, David Pastrnak, to the Anaheim Ducks. That is an elite splash here in free agency. That is huge. David Pastrnak on the team. Now we got to see what does Moran want right now? Still wants 8.625. What do our defensemen want here? Gouli and Larson. Gouli wants 3.9 before he wanted 2. I could give him 1 year and keep him RFA status. Larson wants 2.9. I'll offer them both what they... I'm going to give Larson 1 year 2.9, and I'll also offer Gouli 1 year 2.6. And we'll see what happens by the beginning of next season. I'll offer them that. But Morand, I don't know. I might take take whatever the offer sheet would be if someone wants to sign him. Oli Mata and a 4th go to Detroit for a 2nd and a 3rd. Okay. Come on, boys. Sign the contract. Let's go. Gouli signs. Larson signs. Great. So let's begin simming to next season. Not even to next season. Let's sim to the end of July into August. We might have a holdout here with Morand. Nick Patanen a 3rd for 2 seconds, but that's just huge. David Pastrnak, that is huge. I'm going to edit the trade block as well. This will be the trade block for the offseason. Tippett, Morand, just throw them on there. Vetrano and a 4th for a 1st and a prospect. Frank Vetrano gets a 1st, come on. Ekman and a 2nd for Saad, a 2nd and a 3rd, go to bed. 1st and a 3rd for Dmitry Orlov and a 3rd, no chance. No. Clark and a 1st for Max Domi and Paul Byron. Sheesh. That's a lot of value right there. Ryan Strome and 2 6ths for Madison Bowie and a 3rd. Still nothing from Antoine Morin. Gouli and a 2nd for Saad and a 2nd. No. Now that we enter August, perhaps Moran's demands have gone down a little bit. Who is here in free agency now? Morand is still at the top. Wants 8.4. Duncan Keith is there as an RFA. Man, still at it. 40 years old. He's the last guy pretty much in free agency. Antoine Morand. Wants 5 years at 8.4. I'm going to keep holding out. I'm sorry, Bello, but I'm going to have to keep holding out. Zaitsev and a 3rd to Ottawa for a 1st. Okay. 2 1sts for Killorn Byron and a 3rd. Come on, Montreal. What is that? Giroux and Russ for... You just signed Giroux and you want a prospect and 2 1sts? Man, jeez, guys. Berglund and 2 1sts for Pionk and Shiri. That's just shamefully disgusting. Still nothing from Antoine Morand. Hey, it's me, your boss. Any plans? Nope. Tippett, a 4th and a 5th for 2 seconds. Now that's interesting because Minnesota is not a good team. So they're a rebuilder. 2 seconds are pretty valuable. I'd prefer to get a 1st if I could. But no chance they want to do that, do they? No. I'd give Owen Tippett a 4th and a 5th. They want next year's 4th and 5th from me. I'll give you Owen Tippett, next year's 4th and 5th, and then the years after's 4th and 5th for your 1st round pick. Rejected. No, then it's not going to happen. Let's go up to September 1st and see what Morand is thinking by then. Drysdale and 2 1sts for Nazem Kadri and a 3rd. Yeah. Kubalik and Zonkowski for Pacioretty and Ekman. It's a bit more realistic, but I'll pass. Bjorkstrand and a 3rd they were willing to give me. Penguins. They signed Bjorkstrand and Giroux. Alright, Morand, what are you thinking now? It's September 1st. What are you thinking, bro? 1 year, 5 mil. That is what I'm talking about. There you go. You want 1 year, 5 million? I will be happy to give you that. That's what I'm talking about. The waiting game. Call me the GM, bro. Just sign me up. The waiting game. Sometimes you just gotta play it. Sometimes it wants to play you. That's just how it goes. Antoine Morin, welcome back to the fold. On 1 year, $5 million. It'll keep him as an RFA next year, and if he's as good as he was this year, then he'll earn that $8 or $9 million, not just be paid it right off the bat. So here are at the beginning of the year. Let's check out lines, roster moves. Let's put everyone where they should be in the NHL and AHL first. So goalies, Gibson's an 89. He dropped. How old is Gibson? 30 years old. Dropped to an 89. Tristan Jarry's an 83. And then Dostal's an 81, McKinley's a 74. So I would like Dostal to be my backup, but now Jarry's here. So maybe, was that a bit dense for me to do that? It might have been. We'll figure it out. Defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with one guy scratched. No one changed in overall. In the system, anybody grow? Anderson 78, Person 78. We have a lot of defense in the system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to have to make a couple trades. Specifically, I'm going to probably have to trade, or just maybe just call up Person as another defenseman to have in the system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. I could trade Drew. Trade Drew, keep Aho for injuries. Yeah, that's what I'll do there. Now forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sherwood is 13. And Bickle here is 14, Doug Bickle. Do I play Bickle in the minors is the question. But if I trade Owen Tippett, that'll free things up. Let's look at the lines first. So this is how we're looking right now. If I do the top 6 like this, we have Olofsson, Steele, Pasternak, Lindstrom, Morin, Raquel. Now, if I hadn't traded for Pasternak, I could have put maybe Helmerson up and then, or Comtois up, but then Tippett on the third line, or I don't know. But Pasternak, I couldn't pass up that opportunity. It's wild, you know. You can't. What are you going to say to David Pasternak? You're just going to say no. He's here. I made the move. He's here. So I'm going to live with it. I love it. Now the question is, do I put Morand or Steele first line center? Let's take it. List it down. This is what I need answered. First line center, Morand or Steele. Both of them give it +3. Second line winger, Lindstrom or Helmerson. Lindstrom gives it the +3. Comtois also gives it the +3. Now, do I keep the third line Helmerson, Wright, and Comtois? Shane Wright is listed as a second line forward. I would like to put Shane Wright on the second line. If I put him on the first line, it also gives it a +3, and Steele down here gives it a +3, but Wright on the second line does not give it a +3. Keep note of that. But like this keeps it a +3 as well. Quinton Byfield, if I put him on the third line here with Helmerson and Comtois, it has the +1. I don't want to play him as a fourth line center. I cannot do that to him. I don't want Owen Tippett playing as a fourth line winger either. I don't want him there. I could play him higher up, but it just doesn't work. I'd have to move someone else down. Now I could trade Tippett, but the question still remains about Quinton Byfield and this forward core. It's kind of haunting me that I traded for David Pasternak, but what do I do now? Do I trade Antoine Morand? I don't know. I'm really in a pickle right here for what I do with my forwards, because it's just too many good ones here to be bearing them on the fourth line, especially Quinton Byfield, who I need to grow. Comtois even on the third line is killing me. But on special teams, I kind of try to make up for it by giving everyone a lot of power play time. But even then, it's really tough. For defense, it'll be the same as last season. The top pair has a +1, Slavin Jones. Then Fowler, Lindholm, Gooley, Edmondson just get +1s. Maybe I trade Hampus Lindholm. I don't know. In net, it's Gibson and Jarry. Sherwood, Person, and Larson are all healthy scratches. In the AHL, defense looks like this. Drysdale and Ekman gave it a +3. The offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman plus. But then the rest are just all zeros. And then on the forward lines, Bickle here. Do I just play him first line in San Diego? Because there's no room for him in the NHL unless I play him fourth line. Some +1s are around. Dostal is the starter with McKinley backing him up. Robbins, Drew, Bednar, Jarmelson are the scratches. That is my question. That is what I need answered. I want to end the episode as soon as possible so the answer stays fresh in your mind. What do we do with the lineup? Captains remain the same. Actually, it's true. With Adam Henrique gone, we need to put another alternate on the team. So Captain Fowler, alternate Raquel. I guess I could give the other alternate to... I think Hampus Lindholm would make sense to give it to him. He's been here for a long time. He's a good fixture, although I might be trading him, not sure. Sam Steele's coming up. He could be a future alternate captain. So that is where I'm going to leave it off. I want you to do your homework and tell me what I should do. Last thing I'm going to do is browse through the trade blocks and let you see all that. And then I'm going to send out the scouts in my own time. But here are the trade blocks. I'm sure there's lots of teams with first round picks, so I won't even make note of those. Torrey Krug from the Bruins is there. Tomasino, Ryan Suzuki on the Hurricanes. Patrick Kane, 4 years left on his deal. He's always a monster. Dominik Kubalik. He would be a good fit as well. Well, would he be a good fit? What did the scouts say here? He would fit on forward line too, and so would Patrick Kane. Okay. Bergevin, who just got drafted. Antila, Ryan Murray, Cam Atkinson, Dennis Savard, Raphael Lavoie, Chris Letang, Max Domi, Brendan Gallagher, and Alex Killorn are on the block. Bjorkstrand, Giroux, and Russ, they just signed these 2 guys, but it's okay for them to trade them. If I do it, they get mad at me. Erik Karlsson's on the block. Was he fit? All penalty kill lines. This doesn't make sense. Malatesta, Anthony Cirelli, Neil Pionk, Zadorov, Spurgeon, Ryan Miller still out here at the age of 43. Monster. Some more prospects, and that's it. So those are the trade blocks. I'm going to stop the episode there before you get too clouded. We have a championship status as the team. This is the trade value of our players if you want to look at it. Everyone has a lot of high trade values here. Byfield has high trade value. Olofsson. Clark, why is he there, Clark? Why is Clark in the juniors? Why is Clark in the juniors? Ugh, I hate it. They should be playing in San Diego. Kills me. Lindholm has a lot of value as well. Tippett has that much value. Goalies, Jerry has this much value, not a lot. I could trade him. Do you think Dostal should be my backup? I don't know. Tristan Jarry looked good. It was a good contract, that's why. His numbers are not that great, but, as a backup on a bad team, that's what happens. Draft picks, we have our first. We don't have our second or our third, so I wouldn't mind getting some more draft picks. And David Pastrnak, was that the right move to sign Pastrnak? I don't know. We do have a lot of salary. No, we don't. We have 3.8 mil. Because next season, Helmersson's going to need a deal. Moran's going to need a deal. That's going to cost a lot of money. How many extension dollars do we have? We have $12.8 million of extension. Not that much. So Helmersson needs a contract. That'll be big. Besides that, not too much. But it's coming down the road where we're going to need money to sign these players. And I don't know if I should have tied that much up with David Pastrnak. I don't like that 3 defensemen have so much money, Jones, Fowler, and Lindholm. That's why I'm inclined to possibly trade Lindholm. I know Fowler would be the move, but now he's the captain and all. So I'm going to stop it there. Boys, I need your help. What do I do? I'm looking to you. You know who you are, and I need your advice for what these lines should look like next season. So boys, thank you for watching the off-season. Stop it there. Send out the scouts. I will see you in the next one where we will begin the episode with fixing up the lines once and for all, possibly making some trades, and getting the 2023-2024 year number 5 regular season on the way. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.